Hello all. In this video we'll talk about one more basic commands of the Git, that is git log command. Okay. In the previous videos you would have seen me committing so many changes to the local repository, right? So let's say I want to view all the commits that had happened to the repository, or I want to see who has who all has committed the changes, or if I want to see when the commits had happened. So if I want to get all that information, git log command helps there. Okay, with the help of git log command you can view all the commits or the author or few other information. Okay, as the name says, git log, so it gives you the commit logs. Let's try with an example. Okay, now this is the e-commerce repository we were working on. If I run git status, my working tree is clean. Okay, now I'll just type git log. Let's see what it shows here. Okay, if I run git log, it will give you all the commits in a chronological order. So it displays commits by timestamp. These are all sorted by the timestamp. So this is the latest commit that had happened. This is the second latest commit that had happened. Okay. So if you see each commit information, so this is the latest commit that had happened to this repository. So it says my branch is main, and it gives you the commit hash. Whenever you make any commit, a hash gets generated and it displays that hash key here, and it displays the author, like test user has committed that, and it displays the date when the commit had happened. And this is the commit message you have given. Like when you type git commit -m, you will give some message, right? So that message gets displayed here. And these are all the second latest commit, third latest commit. So if you press enter here, right here, then all the other commits keep displaying. Okay, and if I don't want to go further, and if I stop here, you can just press q, so the commits will go. Now here you just saw the order, date, and then the commit message. Let's say I want to view the changes that had occurred in the commit. I can pass -p. So P represents for the patch. So here what is the patch or the changes that had happened to the commit, it will show. So if I type here, so I'll keep pressing enter. Okay, now if you see this particular commit, okay, this particular commit, it displays the hash key, it displays all the date and displays the commit message. Along with that, it displays the differences that were introduced in the commit. So these are all the three lines that I have added in this commit, so it displays here. So with the help of P, you can view the changes that had happened in the commit. Okay, let's see another example. Now you have initially you did not see any changes, and while when passing -p you saw the changes. Let's try one more example. Stat. So what I have typed here, git log -stat. So with the help of stat, what it showed is, it shows how many files were changed and how many insertions and how many deletions had happened. So with the help of stat or the statistics, it gives you how many files had changed. If you see one file changed and the insertions, deletions are nothing. So if I keep pressing enter here, right? So it will show here, if you see, one file changed and the three insertions. So it displays just the how many files that got changed and what are the insertions that are happened. Okay, there are other options also you can view. So I'll just show here what all the other options, like -p. It shows the patch, and we have ran --stat as well, right? Okay, and these are all the other options that can be used along with the git log command, so that it will give you the extra changes, or it will show the changes as you wanted. So let's try this graph example. Okay, so let me try that. Git log graph. If you see, it displays a kind of a graph. So how the changes got merged. So it gives you the pictorial representation. Now there is one more option called pretty. Pretty is basically for the like the formatting or the way how you can change or how you can see the commits. So by default Git uses some format to show the git log command output. But if you don't want to view the output in that way, if you want to view it in some other way, you can use this pretty option. So let me try one of the examples. So if this is the pretty, right? So if I pass one line, so I want to view my commits in a single line. If I do this, here it displays the commit hash key and it displays the commit message. So by passing pretty one line, it will show the commits in a single line. I can pass pretty, short, full, fuller as well. So if I added short, it did not show me the date. Okay, it just showed me the author name and the commit message. So there are other options also here, like I can pass full, fuller. So if I pass fuller, it will show the commit and the add version. Okay, if I pass another option fuller, so it will show me author date, commit date. Okay, so there are like you might wonder what is like who is the what is this author and what is this commit date. So author is like who had actually created the file, and commit is the one who is committing that file. Okay, so that's the basic difference between the author and the commit. Okay, so you can try with the other examples also. I have shown you few examples like stat, hyphen p and the pretty. You can try with the other as well. Okay, so I'll try, you can try in combinations also. What I'll do is I'll do pretty on one line and I can give graph option as well here. So if I do this, it will show in a pictorial, like here, it will add this graph part here. Okay. Now, this is like pretty is used to give the output also. So let me copy this and try. Okay. What I'll do here is, I'll do this. So if I type this, what it is showing, this is like it will show the like who has committed it, when was it committed, and what is the commit message. So you might you might not understand like how these options were shown here. So when you give pretty format and this H, AN and AR and AS. AN is for the author and it is the for the timestamp and this is the message. So it will display here. I'll show few options here. Okay. So these are all the formatting options. So if you see here, I have given H. H represents abbreviated commit hash. Okay. Now you have seen for the first option, you have seen commit hash, right? So if you search for AN here, so AN stands for, where is this AN? Author name. Okay. Now when I gave AN, that's why it represents test user here. I gave AR as well. So if you search for AR, author date, relative. So it's basically the commit date. Okay, but it's not the exact commit date. It's relative. 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, it's a relative. So if you search for the S option here, so S stands for subject, basically commit message. Okay, along with the pretty, you can use this format option to format your git log output. So there are other options as well, like you can type the complete parent hash, you can have this other email, other things. Okay, so by default git log shows only few things, but if you want other output, or if you want more abbreviated output, or if you want short output, or if you want to represent your output in a different format, these options help you. Okay, now let's see the other options that we can use in conjunction with the git log. So we have used pretty option and we have tried these, right? So another one is limit the output of git log. So by default here, what we have done till now, we just pulled some more information of the commit, or we just reduce the commit information. Either we increase the commit information or decrease the commit information, or we have formatted the output how it shows, but we did not limit the output. Let's say I have a scenario. I want to view only the last five commits. So basically, you're limiting the output of the git log commit. So is there a way I can do that, or I can fetch that? Yes, there are few options that are provided by the git log command to limit the output of the log. Let's say I want to see only last two commits. What I can do is git log -2. If I do this, it will give you only the last two commits, latest two commits. So using this -2 or -n, if I want to fetch three commits, I can use -3. So where n is a variable, I fetched latest three commits. Okay. So with the with the help of this -n, you can view the latest n commits. And there are other options as well, like since maybe you have this 2 weeks. Let me try this. Now if you see, it will give you the commits that had happened since 2 weeks. Okay, so you can see that as well here. Limit the comments made after the specified date. And let's say you want to because this is the local repository where I am only committing it, but in a real software project there are multiple developers who contributes to the project. If let's say I want to filter commits of only mine from a repository that is hosted on the GitHub, I can specify author name as well, like hyphen author I can give, and I can give my email ID or my name. So it will give you commits which were committed only by me. Okay. So or if you want to grep it, let's say I'll try this grep command. Okay. So what I'll do is git log grep version difference. So it will give you the commits which will have only this version difference. Okay. Or what you can do is, let's say git log, uh, you can use the other like it these options are used in conjunction with the other arguments as well. It's not that just you have to use grep argument. Maybe you can use since command as well, and in conjunction with that you can use grep command as well. So it filtered only the commits that had this version difference keyword. Okay, so this is one of the options where you can limit your commit log output. Okay, these are all the few main important options that I have shown, but you can represent these slides to try out more options. Like you can try with your name as author, or with your name as a committer, after, before, and there are other things as well, right, like short stat name only. So you can try these commands as well, and while using the format option, if you want to fetch other like other options also in the output, you can use this. Okay. Yeah, thank you.